you. Very dull Sunday morning. Okay, good morning to all of you. Fantastic. Because it's bright and sunny out there, though there was a weather forecast yesterday that, there could be a weather change today, but it's still bright and sunny. It still holds good for all of us. So, lovely morning. We have a lovely set of children ready to be performing this morning here. They've been working quite hard to come over here and do this performance, the solo annual graduation performances. Last 2 evenings, we had some fantabulous performances. I hope you all catched it online in case you were not here. And a very good morning to our viewers on the online platform also. A good morning to our children, to our teachers, and our entire team. I'd like to start this morning with a small thought. The thought is attention leads to expression. I'm just letting it soak into your mind a little bit. Attention leads to expression. Now, this was written many hundred years back in the Natya Shastra, where the shloka goes, Yato hasta tato drishti, Yato drishti tato manaha, Yato manaha tato bhava, Yato bhava tato rasa. Which means where your hand goes, that's where your eye travels. Drishti, yato hasta tato drishti. Yato drishti, what you're seeing is what is being captured here. Yato manaha. Yato manaha, that becomes your emotion. And that emotion gives rise to the expression from within you. Now, how is it relevant in today's world? Because today's yato hasta is hand. Today's yato hasta is mobile phone, tab, laptop, remote. Without these, the world doesn't function today. These are the major 4 things that are there on our hand. Whether we hold hands or not, we hold these things very well. So what has happened today? The eye is constantly been watching this quick change, and the media has traveled so well that I don't know if you all realize, I'm sure those who have heard songs in the 80s and 90s, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಟು ಮೇ ಪತ್ತ 5 minutes 9 seconds, 5 minutes 45 seconds. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ if you travel, you travel to 1970s, you had songs for 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. Today, songs are for 3.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes, or the same set of lyrics keep repeating. What is the result of this? The latest result on Instagram is, if you want to advertise on Instagram, the optimum time span that you can hold attention is 10 seconds. Can you imagine that? We all used to watch 1 minute ad film, 3 minute ad film. There used to be documentaries for 4.5 minutes. So many ads that used to run. Today, 10 seconds. So this thing on the hand is, reducing our attention span so much. We are not able to think much. We are not able to detail much. If you look at a lot of things around us, you're missing detailing. When you go to when you travel, when you tour, don't you tell, when you see some ancient architecture, you see an old church there, you see one of our oldest temples, you say, wow, look at this architecture, look at this palace. How did they ever do this? We're not able to find such things here. Today, gated community stands not more than 10 years. 10 years ago, it's crumbling down. This piece is falling down, that piece is falling down, maintenance has to be done. But something that was built thousands of years back still stands there. The detail, the perfection. Now, why am I talking of this today morning? Because I wanted to thank all of you, and I'm using this to thank you. You beautifully let your children stay here for their rehearsals for 2 hours during the grand rehearsals. And I'm very, very thankful to you for that. Because when they sat here for 2 hours, though their performance was only for 3-4 minutes, which you're going to be watching, 2 hours during that group slot, they were sitting, no gadgets, no devices, they were watching others perform, and the mind slowed down. The mind became calm. They were able to appreciate, they were able to reflect, they were able to come and perform better. They were able to retry. All these things happen when the mind slows down and not when the mind is occupied continuously. People are forgetting the thought process of reflection today. Unless you don't reflect, you're not going to evolve. And that is what happens in Alchemy. When the rehearsals are announced, why do we run a little longer rehearsals? We call them for extra sessions, make them sit down. All these things is to work on the mind, to get them to settle down, to get them to understand, hey, I'm doing something, let me do it well. Not the point that I have memorized it, I'll come and tell it and go back. Hey, I did that, immediate gratification, there's a star drawn on the hand, claps, done. What is this child becoming when he or she goes to college? Again, there's an average delivery. Because you're used to that instant gratification. So slow down the process, let them reflect, let them feel it, let them feel the waters, they will start swimming. And which is what we do here. So thank you all parents for the faith you have in alchemy and letting your children soak through the process of alchemy, and that is definitely evolving them. Last 2 evenings we saw some fantastic performances. You all are aware that we are an inclusive system. So we do have students of various potentials to perform. Somebody from a grade 1 junior to a youth theatre, somebody who's in the first year to somebody who's in the 8th or 9th year. So, and we keep a mixed bag of performances every time so that students get to watch each other. It is not a very homogeneous group that comes to perform. It's always heterogeneous. So they learn from each other. And that's how it is evolved. And today we are very proud, This has been happening for years. And even today we have Guru Priya from Youth Theatre. She's handling the light and the sound for us today. And the youth theatre children are working on the annual graduation. Some of them are beginning to write the scripts already. So after the solo, the scripts are going to come out. And they're going to be coming out to direct the plays, the youth theatre and the advanced levels. And that's how it seeps in here. So we are here today, this morning, to watch some fabulous performances. It will be a mixed bag of performances because Alchemy stage is not a stage where only the best of best comes. It is for everybody. I did better than what I did yesterday, and I know I'm growing into it. And that's what we bring onto the stage here. A couple of small requests. The videographer and the photographer are on the job. So we request you not to get up and take videos or photos because you come in the way of the video. It's a small immersive space. This is a closed chamber concert performance space. So we'll have to have some sort of, a process that we follow here. Please do not get up in between a performance because you could block the camera's view. People are also watching it live. And also, this is going to go in, the video is going to go in as a memory to your lovely children or yourselves. We don't want, somebody's performance being blocked as you pass through. Pardon me. You're allowed to get up and walk in between two performances in case you just want to go out and come back. And Yato Hasta, and the Hasta mobile phones, I will say that switch off Sunday morning down, 1.5 hours. Let's soak here, if possible. If there are emergency situations and you're expecting calls, because working from home has become a disaster today. There's no timeline for work. We keep getting calls, we keep getting meetings. So if there's something urgent for you, please keep it on silent mode so that you're aware that you're getting a call. But if possible, keep it on silent mode. And we have some lovely anchors who are there, ready to come in here. Can we all start with a big round of applause for all the performers? I'm sure your encouragement in terms of your claps, your motivation, and your very presence here is going to ignite the stage here. Thank you. Let's have a great morning of performances.
A very good morning to one of our present here. I, Savi from Grade 2 Senior, welcome you all to the third day of Alchemy's annual graduation solo performances. It is time to celebrate individuality and passion. Here comes a series of solo performances that reflects dedication and talent. I hope you're buckled up as we have a series of mesmerizing performances lined up for today. Now, for the first performance of the day, we have Siddharth Rakesh from Youth Theatre Level AS to perform a speech from Julius Caesar. I'm excited to hear this. The stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Siddharth Rakesh, and today I'm going to perform Mark Antony's speech, Friends, Romans, Countrymen of Julius Caesar. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I'm here to praise Caesar, not to praise him. If it was Caesar's fault, so it was for precious. Had Caesar had answered it, I've come here for Caesar's funeral. Here's my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus was ambitious, but Brutus was an honorable man. He had brought many captives from home to Rome for Caesar. But Brutus says Caesar was ambitious, but Brutus was an honorable man. For what he had done was rubrical. Ambition should be done in a stern stuff. What Poe had done was Caesar had wept. Listen, Caesar told, for what he have done should not be great. My heart is in the Caesar's coffin, and I must pause until he come back to me. Thank you.
Wow, that was great. Next we have Satvik Viva Prasad from Grade 1 Senior Sholinganallur to present a monologue of Momotaro from the Japanese folktale The Peach Boy. Over to you, Satvik.
Hello everyone, my name is Satvik and today I am going to perform a monologue called Momotaro the Peach Boy. I am from grade 1 senior Sholinganallur batch. I wasn't born the usual way. No hospital, no cradle. I was found inside a giant peach floating gently down the river. An old woman sliced the peach open for dessert. And surprise, there I was. The old couple raised me as their own. I grew stronger and stronger, enough to split wood with one swing and outrun the wind. One day, I heard about the ogres who lived on Ogre Island. They stole food, treasure, and even people. I couldn't just stand there. I'll go defeat the ogres, I announced. My parents packed me millet dumplings. Very tasty, very powerful. Along the road, I met three companions, a dog, a monkey, and a pheasant. They all wanted to join me, but only if I shared my dumplings. I said yes, because heroes don't walk alone. We sailed to Ogre Island, and the battle was fierce. Ogres roared, shook the ground, waved spiked clubs. But we worked together. The pheasant flew above, distracting them. The monkey slipped behind and untied the prisoners. And the dog barked, woof, woof, so loudly, even the ogres covered their ears. And me, I marched right into their fortress and demanded they stop hurting people. They surrendered completely. They even apologized. We returned home as heroes with treasure and rescued villagers. But the greatest treasure for me wasn't gold. It was knowing that courage, kindness, and teamwork can defeat even the biggest ogre. Thank you.
That was excellent, wasn't it? We have a story and it is by Vedant and Bharat from Grade 1 Senior Sholiganallur. He will narrate a Russian story, Baba Yaga and the Brave Girl. You got it, Vedantan. Wasn't it?
Hello everyone, my name is Vedantan and I'm from Grade 1 Senior Showing Batch. Today, I'm going to perform a story called Baba Yaga and the Brave Girl. In a quiet Russian village lived a kind girl named Vasilisa. Her mother had passed away, leaving her only a small wooden doll that would help her whenever she needed it. Vasilisa loved the doll dearly and kept it close. But her stepmother and stepsisters were jealous of her goodness. One cold evening, they played a cruel trick. They blew out every light in the house. You must go into the forest and fetch fire from Baba Yaga the witch. We cannot see without it. The stepmother ordered Vasilisa. Vasilisa trembled. Everyone knew that Baba Yaga lived in a hut that stood on chicken legs. Legs that moved, spun and danced in the moonlight. But Vasilisa gathered her courage and set off, holding her small doll tightly. She wandered into the dark forest. At last, she saw the hut slowly moving on its chicken legs. As she called out, the door creaked open, and Baba Yaga stood tall, bony, and sharp as a thorn. What do you want, child? Baba Yaga hissed. I have come for fire, Vasilisa said bravely. Ha 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 ha! Then complete my tasks, or else you will never leave this forest. Giving Vasilisa impossible chores, sorting a mountain full of grains in one night, scrubbing every corner of the hut, and filling water in a bucket full of holes. Vasilisa cried to her doll. Do not fear, I will help you, the doll whispered. And with the doll's magic, the grains sorted by themselves, the hut shined like new, and the bucket filled itself with water as if it were whole. Baba Yaga narrowed her eyes. Someone help you. The blessing of my mother, Vasilisa replied. Take your fire and go, said Baba Yaga, afraid of anything light and pure. She gave Vasilisa a glowing skull lantern. Vasilisa hurried home. and the lantern's light protected her from all darkness and cruelty, which scared her stepmother too. Soon, Vasilisa found a new home, a new life, and in time, great happiness thanks to bravery, kindness, and a little wooden doll. Thank you.
You really taught us the importance of bravery. Well done. Next, I call upon Samrat Sailesh Kumar from Grade 1 Senior, Kekanagar, to narrate the story Why the Sky is Far Away. We are all eager to hear it. Over to you, Samrat.
I'm going to perform the story called Why the Sky is Far Away. Long ago, the sky hung much closer to the earth, so close that the people could reach up and touch it. The sky was soft and shimmering, made of delicious foods, warm bread, sweet fruits, and rich stews. Whenever people were hungry, they simply cut a piece of sky and ate. At first, the people were grateful. They only took what they needed. The sky gladly fed them and felt proud to help. But as time passed, the people became careless. Some families took huge chunks of sky food, threw away whatever they didn't like. Children tore off pieces just to play with them. Tangled piles of wasted sky lay on the ground. The sky grew hurt. I give you food, it said in a deep, rumbling voice. Yet you waste me. The people promised to do better, but soon they returned to their wasteful ways. One day, a woman cut a massive chunk of sky food, cooked some of it, and tossed away the rest aside, as if it were useless dirt. That was the final insult. The sky trembled with anger. If you cannot respect the gifts that you given, boom! I will rise where you can no longer reach me. The earth shook. The sky slowly lifted upwards, higher and higher, until it became the faraway blue roof that we see today. From then on, people had to plant seeds, tend crops, and work together to grow their own food. And whenever someone wastes food, elders still say, remember when the sky was close? Because long ago, the sky was a generous friend until people took too much. Thank you.
I bet that's a good reason for the sky being away from us. Next monologue is by Zia from Grade 1 Junior, Soliman. She's performing Madara monologue from Ugly Duckling. Good luck, Zia.
Hi, my name is Julia from grade one junior at Shonen Early Center. Now I'm going to perform the Mother Duck monologue from the Ugly Duck. Oh, that was not the giving up about. See how well he uses his big head, how erect he holds himself. I miss my own child And he is not so very ugly after all. Look at him properly. Quack, quack, come with me. I, I will take you to grand society and introduce you to the farmyard. But you must keep close to me or you may be trodden upon. And above all, beware of the cat. Thank you.
That was splendid, Zia. Vignath Bharat from Grade 1 Senior, Shuriganallur, is coming next with his monologue, where he is going to be telling the story of a spider. Interesting. Let's welcome him to the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Vignathan. I am from grade 1 senior, Sholigarol batch. Today, I am going to perform a monologue called Anansi. Says, Anansi, the spider is clever.
Well, I am Anansi. I am more than clever. I am cleverest of all creatures. At least that's what I thought. Until the day I tried to carry all the world's wisdom for myself. Nayami, the sky god, gave me a pot filled with every bit of wisdom in the world. Amazing, right? But I didn't want to share it with anyone, especially not you or my neighbors or even my own children. No. I wanted it all for me. So I tied the pot to my belly and started climbing the tallest tree I could ever find. I thought when I get to the top, I'll hide my pot there and no one will be wise as Anansi. But climbing a pot, bumping my stomach, not so easy. Every step I took, the pot swung and smacked me. I slipped, I wobbled, I almost fell. My son sat below watching and finally shouted, Father, why don't you tie the pot on your back instead? I froze. Tie it on my back? Such a simple idea. And I, the great Anansi, had never thought of it. I felt my face with pure embarrassment. Even if my child had better ideas than me, how could I claim all the world's wisdom? I got frustrated that I dropped the pot. It crashed to the ground and shattered. The wisdom flew everywhere. Into the forest, to the rivers, the people and the animals. Everyone grabbed some. So now, no one has all the world's wisdom. Everyone has a little. Even me. And the biggest wisdom I learned, Thank you.
Wonderful. I would like a photo wisdom too. And I'm sure many of us do. Next performer is Amolika from Grade 3 Senior Adaya. She's going to be performing as the White Witch from Narnia. I'm curious to see that. The stage is all yours.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Monica of Grade 3 Senior. Today, I'll be performing the White Witch monologue from Narnia. The tune is good as gone when I get my hands on it. Imagine finding daughter of Eve and not telling me I must remember to make my surveillance and influence stronger. Then to meet the human who goes by the name of Edmund. He's a brat. I gave him a food and a drink. He told me that he has two sisters and one other brother. I immediately thought of cat power. I believe I must kill them to stop them from fulfilling the prophecy of two kings and two queens. I had to bribe him with some Turkish to bring his brothers and sisters to me to keep the prophecy being fulfilled. Just to make my day, Edward came to my castle and found his three sisters and brothers. See that demand food. Then I chucked him in the dungeon. And then he told Aslan was coming. Thank you.
That was a mind-blowing performance. Next we have Dhruv Ganesh from Grade 1 Senior showing an alone to narrate a story called The Stone Cutter. We are all eager to hear it. Dhruv?
There once lived a humble stone cutter worked every day in the mountains, shaping great stone with his hammer and chisel. Though he worked hard, he often looked at people passing by and wished for their life instead of his own. One day, he saw a rich man riding in a beautiful carriage. Oh, he sighed, if only I were rich, then I would be truly happy. At that moment, a mountain spirit heard his wish and granted it. Suddenly, he had fine clothes, servants, and a grand house. But even when he saw the king passing with even more power and honor, the stonecutter grew jealous again. I wish I were the king, he said, and just like that, he became the king himself. But even as a king, he was not satisfied. The blazing sun beat on him during parades. But during parades, that sun is more powerful than I am. He grumbled, I wish I were the sun. So he became the sun, shining fiercely over the land until the wind blew clouds across the sky, pushed him aside. Wanting to be stronger, he wished to become the wind. As the wind, he rode across field and forest, but he could not move the giant mountain. That mountain stronger than anything, he cried. I wish I was the mountain. So he became the mountain, the biggest, tallest mountain, until he felt a tiny tap tap on his rocky side. A stone cutter was sizzling away. And then he understood a stone cutter is stronger than all of these things. All of these things. I wish to be perhaps I was happiest and I was myself. The mountain spirit returned to his human form. From that day on, the stone cutter worked with gratitude and never wished to be anyone else.
இருக்குமே தெரியல இங்கே கூட பேக் சைடில் அதோ இருக்கு மேலே ஓகே நீங்கள் இங்கே வா இங்கே
That was a beautiful message that you delivered. Well done. Next, I call upon Prachna Sri from Grade 1 Senior, Soligan to narrate the story, The Girl Who Cried Wolf. Let's give it up for Prachna.
Hello everyone, my name is Prachna. Today I'm going to perform a monologue called The Girl Who Cried Wolf. My name? Well, most people just call me the shepherd girl. My job is to watch the sheep every day on a hillside. You would think it sounds peaceful, but after a while, it's like watching grass grow. The sheep eat, and they eat more, and they stare at me like I'm boring. Because I am. So one day I thought maybe I can make things a little exciting. I took a deep breath and yelled, Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is chasing the sheep! And people from the village came running with sticks and stones. They looked around, confused. No wolf, just me laughing my head off. They didn't find funny, but I did. The next day, I felt the same boredom creeping in. So I yelled again, louder this time, Wolf! Wolf! And again the people came running. And again, no wolf. They were angry. I guess I didn't care. Attention felt nice. Then the third day came. I heard a sound behind me. A growl. A low, hungry growl. When I turned around, and there was a real wolf! Not one of my jokes. I cried all my power. I cried with all the power I have. But no one came, not one single villager. They thought I was playing another trick. That day I learned something important. If we lose people's trust, it's hard to get it back. Now I watch the sheep too, and my mouth. I don't will wolf until I see one. And trust me, once was enough. Thank you.
That was terrific, Krishna. You have proved the Will is next, performing a monologue from Percy Jackson. All the best, Yuval.
Hello everyone, my name is Yuma and I'm going to perform a monologue for Percy Jackson. You think this is normal? Growing up and thinking you're just normal and then bam! Monsters, gods, prophecies, all hitting you at once. And me? I'm supposed to just roll with it like it's nothing. I don't ask for this. I don't want it. But if I don't step up, if I don't fight, who will? I may be a half-blood, I may be just a kid, but I have enough courage to face the worst the world throws at me. So yeah, maybe I make mistakes. Maybe I get into trouble. Okay, a lot of trouble. But I don't quit. I don't run. I fight. And if that's not enough to make me a hero, then I'll find out what is. But I'm not backing down. Not ever. Thank you.
That was a splendid performance. Next comes Smith. Next comes Mithran from Grade 1 Senior Kindergarten to perform a monologue, The Brave Weaver and the Ghost.
Hello everyone, my name is Mithran. I'm I'm going to perform a monologue named The Brave Weaver and the Ghost. I'm just a weaver, but the night when I returned home late, I saw a huge shadow on the wall. It moved, growled, a ghost I thought. But then I whispered to myself, courage, weaver. I took a step and another. The ghost grew bigger, and I grabbed my weaving stick, shouted, show yourself! And guess what it was? Just my loom flickering on the lamplight. I laughed so loudly, the whole village heard me. Sometimes fear is only a shadow, until we look closely and see the truth. Thank you.
It was a wonderful performance. Next comes a monologue, and it is by Aparajita Guru Prasad from Grade 1 Senior Kindergarten. She is performing The Snow Maiden. Let us now hear it from Aparajita. Hello everyone, Rajita Guru Prasad from Grade 1 Senior Kindergarten. Today I am going to perform the monologue Snow Maiden. I was not born like other children. I was shaped by winter. My parents molded me gently out of snow, gave me bright cold eyes, and whispered love into my icy heart. And then with a breath of magic, I came to life. Every morning, I played with the snowdrift. I could run faster than the wind and leap across frozen ponds without making a crack. My laughter sounded like tiny bells. The whole village adored me, and my parents watched me with joy. But as winter slowly passed, I felt something strange. The sun grew stronger, and every warm breeze made me feel weaker.
My friends would invite me to play near the fire, but I stayed away. I couldn't explain it. I only knew warmth was dangerous for me. Then came the spring festival. Everyone danced, sang, and jumped over the fire to celebrate new life. My friends begged me to join them. I wanted so badly to belong, to be like them, just for a moment. I stepped closer to the flames. The heat touched my skin, and I felt myself trembling softly. But the joy around me was so bright, so inviting, that I closed my eyes and ran forward to leap over the fire like others. As I jumped, the warmth wrapped around me. My body began to melt, turning to mist, to raindrops, to light. I looked at my friends one last time and whispered, "Thank you for giving me a beautiful winter." I rose like a silver cloud. I did not vanish completely. I just returned to where I belong, to snow, to frost, to the winter wind. And sometimes when the first snow falls, you may hear a tiny voice laughing softly. That's me, the snow maiden, coming home. Thank you.
Excellent, Aparajita. Are you ready to hear a story now? We have Tendral Bhupati from Grade 1 Junior, Kendinagar. She is performing Atlanta for us. I welcome you to the stage, Tendral.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tendra Bhupati. Today I'm going to perform a story about beautiful Atlanta of Greece. Atlanta was the daughter of a noble man. Her name was Atlanta. She could run swiftly as the deer. She was proud of it. Her beauty and running talent spread it to all of the corners of the world. Many noblemen wanted to marry her, but she was arrogant and proudly said no to all. One day, a prince saw her running along the meadows. He was impressed by her beauty and wanted to marry her. She promised him he would defeat her in running race. He agreed to it. He, he invoked the goddess of love and gave him 3 golden apples and whispered something in his ears. Next day, the race began. The entire population of Greece gathered to watch the race between Prince and the Atlanta. The race began. Every time Atlanta overtook the Prince threw a golden apple. She was surprised and delighted at the sight of the golden apple. The prince agreed her. Ultimately, the prince threw all of the golden apples. The prince won the race. Only in the end, Atlanta understood the prince tricked her and, and agreed to marry him. And they lived happily ever after. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Vaishnavi Amarnath from Grade 1 Junior K. is going to perform a monologue from Princess Beauty. All the best, Vaishnavi.
Hello everybody, my name is Vaishnavi. I'm going to perform a monologue called Princess Duty. Nick, please don't grow. That's why I like you. You wouldn't feel like you have to treat me that way. I'm just a normal peasant girl. My stupid fairy godmother did this to me. Correction, my smart fairy godmother made me like cleaning. It won't godmother work. I'm happy not being a good beauty. I think I live without my beauty. I'm not fully, I don't know. And you can take 100 good years for taking me back home. You told me very easy not to take. Thank you.
That was a spectacular performance. I now invite my friend Advait Sriram to take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Sammy, for the mic. Hello, everyone. My name is Arvind, and I will be your host for next round of performances. Sometimes a single moment can change everything. The Fisherman and the Genie shows. Now, please welcome Madhav C. Let's begin.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Madhav, and today I'm going to perform the fisherman's monologue from The Fisherman and the Genie. Every day, I cast my net into the sea and prayed for fish, but luck was never on my side. On most days, I got nothing but weeds and old shoes. On a foot ride one morning, I pulled up something heavy, a strange brass jar sealed with ancient markings. Ah, I thought, if I cannot catch fish, perhaps I can sell this jar. But curiosity got better of me. I opened it and suddenly, whoosh, a massive genie burst out, growing taller and taller until he touched the sky. Instead of thanking me, he thundered, "Prepare to die." My knees shook, but I released you, I said. He told me that he had been trapped for hundreds of years. At first, he promised rewards to whoever freed him. After so long, he grew angry and vowed to punish the next person. I swallowed hard and said, "Great Jesus, but I don't believe you fit inside this small jar." "What? You doubt me?" he roared. "Show me," said I. With a swirl of smoke, he squeezed himself back inside to prove it. And quickly as a flash, I sealed the lid. Now it was his turn to beg. If you wish for freedom, you must promise kindness instead of anger. And then he agreed. Only then did I open the jar again. And this is how, my friends, this poor fisherman survived not with just strength, but with wit. Sometimes the cleverest net is the mind. Thank you.
That was a wonderful performance, Madhav. See, homework is something we all know, but we rarely think about it from its own side. Point of view of homework gives us a fun and thoughtful look at the student life. Now, to present this piece, please welcome Shivani. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shivani. Today, I'm going to perform in the point of view of homework. Oh, another day, another pile of me. I am everywhere, they say, on desks, laptops, backpacks, and whatnot. I am the uninvited guest that just won't leave. Just one more sum, just one more exercise the teacher say, and it's never ending. Oh, you still didn't guess who I am. I am the homework of all homeworks. I am the homework assignment, homework notebook, and basically everything you hate. In this 4 minutes, I'm going to tell you about my life and what I go through every single day. Now, let me tell you about the thing students use more in me than the actual homework notebook. The last page of the homework notebook. Well, when I talk about last page, the last page of me is very bilingual because it depends upon that student mood. Well, on one side of the last page, they scribble random Hindi songs. And in another side, that is full of English 6-7 brain dot and Kuttapata vibes. Anna, in ஒரு விஷயம் புரியல. You know that Picasso you have in your class which just draws everything perfectly? அவங்க என்ன வரைஞ்சாலும் brilliant-ஆ இருக்கும். Like the Mona Lisa. ஆனா, சுட்டு போட்டாலே ஆட்டுவாதங்களை வரையும் போது, நாய் வரும்போது நாய் get me started on the origami sheets. They tear all the blank pages and use them for 5-minute crafts, sending important chits to their best friends. And then they end up getting caught by the teachers. And then, after all the atrocities they do, they tell that they get stressed by me. Wow, so it's my fault now. And speaking of stress, let me tell you about my cousins. The introduction of them might seem like they're the most friendly people on earth. But reminder, they are not. My younger cousin is exams. Students try to be absent just on that date. They get so tensed by exams. But they cannot be the same with my older cousins. He is just the same as exams, but way more terrifying. Board exams. They also try to be absent on that day, but holiday doesn't let them do. After all I yapped, I never told you who my actual favorite is. Well, actually, I have two favorites. One are the teachers, obviously, who give me to the students just to make them feel stressed. Second are the toppers, who never fail to finish me on time. And most importantly, maintain me by not writing random stuff on the last page. But even though I have haters, I feel like I am a step in your staircase to Harvard, Stanford, or wherever you go. So, don't forget me, because this is not the last time we'll be seeing you. I will be stuck with you every single day. Don't fail in your exams, don't ruin my last page, and do your homework. Thank you.
That was a really great performance, Shivani. Some heroes are remembered not just for strength, but for loyalty. The loyalty of Hanuman shows devotion, duty, and true faithfulness. Now, to present this inspiring story, please welcome Akhil and Hedge. Please begin.
Hi everyone, my name is Akilan. I'm from Grade 1 Junior Show Include Center. I'm going to perform a story called Loyalty of Hanuman. Once upon a time, there was a one strong kind of monkey named Hanuman. He was very special because he could fly, change inside and super brave. Hanuman had a best friend he loved very much and noble friend named Rama. Rama was kind and good. Hanuman was most loyal to his best.
Kanna, 1 second. Murli sir, can you come out and refix that mic? That mic is not fixed properly. He can restart. I guess that wire is shaking. That's why the audio is breaking. The wire is moving too much. Yeah, can you talk about 2 sentences? Can you talk? Tell 2 lines.
Hello.
Yeah, now it's fine. You can start from the beginning, dear. One more time. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Akilan. I'm from Grade 1 Junior Shoaling Center. I'm going to perform a story called Loyalty of Hanuman. Once upon a time, there was a one strong kind of monkey named Hanuman. He was very special because he could fly, innocent, super brave. Hanuman had a best friend he loved very much, a noble friend named Rama. Rama was kind and good. Hanuman most loyal to his friend. One day after a big adventure was over, Prince Rama's wife, Princess Sita, wanted to give him one special gift. She gave him a beautiful necklace made of shiny white pearls. Everyone watched as Hanuman took the necklace, held a pretty piece, looked at them closely, and started to break them. Hanuman, with each one by one, he threw them away. Everyone was shocked. A friend of Ma asked, Hanuman stopped and said, I am not ungrateful, but I must check the ripples. Check them for what they are. Hanuman smiled and said, I am checking to see if the name of my beloved Rama is inside. If the name does not have a Rama name in it, that is not important to me. The friends did not understand. They asked, do you have a name of Rama everywhere, Hanuman? Hanuman stood up tall. He walked showed up his love for his Rama was everywhere, even inside him. With a heart full of love, Hanuman did something amazing. He gently tore open his own chest, right over his heart. Everyone gasped, but inside, on his true loyal heart, they can clearly see the beautiful pictures of Lord Ram and Princess Sita. Hanuman taught everyone a great lesson. True loyalty comes from heart, not from gifts. His friend Rama was so deep and true that was part of him forever. Thank you.
That was a fantastic performance, Akhilan. Clever thinking can solve any tricky problem in life. The Nelly Rama and the Palace Cats shows us wit in action. So please welcome VC Rakshan. Please take it away.
Hi all, my name is Rakshan. I am from grade 1 senior Adayar. Today I am going to perform the story Tenali Rama and the Palace Cats. In the grand kingdom of Vijayanagara, King Krishnadevaraya faced a strange problem. The palace maids had turned fearless. They flew through grain sacks, dribbled at silk curtains, and ran over the throne with the confidence of royalty itself. So the king announced, "We shall bring it palace cats." Those sleek, elegant cats from every corner of the land were brought in. But cats, as cats often do, they refused to obey anyone. Frustrated, the king called Tenali Rama. "Tenali, train these cats. Make them fierce hunters. I want discipline." Tenali bowed respectfully, but a smile danced in his eyes. He took the cats home, but instead of teaching them to hunt, he served them bowls of warm milk, sweet ghee, rice, and soft pastries. He petted them, sang lullabies, and treated them like tiny queens. Days turned into weeks. The cats grew rounder, lazier, and utterly spoiled. They slept on cushions, purred in the sun, and refused to chase even a fly. At the onset, the king summoned Tenali. Crowds gathered, eager to see the disciplined cats. Tenali arrived, carrying plump cats who waddled rather than walked. One yawned loudly. Another fell asleep on the king's feet. Gasps and giggles filled the court. The king's eyebrows shot up. "Tenali, I asked for hunters, not pampered children." Tenali bowed again. "Your Majesty, when comfort grows too much, effort disappears. When we overfeed our stomachs, we forget our duties." The king stared at the cat and then burst into laughter. "Ha ha ha! Tenali, you have taught us a lesson without a single lecture." The minister whispered, "Indeed, Your Majesty, when luxury increases, effort disappears." And so the mice problem was solved. By keeping a balance of comfort and discipline, and by remembering Tenali's clever message. Thank you.
That was an amazing performance, BC Rakshan. Sometimes shared thoughts can be powerful. Let's see them in this monologue, Cornelius, as we get to see the inner feelings of one character. Now, please begin. Safin Ahmed S.
My name is Safin Ahmed. Do you go to perform? Warlock? Cornelius. Tambelina. Oh. Tambelina. Tambelina. Oops. Correct. Tambelina. It's me. Where are you? Oh, what? Where is she? What happened? What happened to you? She was stolen away. What out of the window? Who did it told? Good and fine as they. No, Edo. Look, stay here. Taken the tumbler mother. Let her know everything this alright.
That was a really great performance. Nature holds many secrets and stories. The rainbow serpent shares a powerful original tale about creation and respect for the earth. Now, to perform this, please welcome Siddhartha Praveen. The mic is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Siddhartha Praveen from grade 1 senior Sholinganallur batch. Today I am going to perform the monologue called the Rainbow Serpent. Before there were rivers, before there were hills, or even the first tree grew, I was there. I am a rainbow serpent, ancient and powerful. I slept beneath the red earth for a very long time, so long that the world was empty and silent. And one day I woke. I stretched my long, shivering body and slithered to the surface. Wherever I moved, the ground rose and it fell. My belly carved out the rivers. My back lifted up mountains. My tail shaped the valleys. The world became full of colors and curves, just like me. The animals saw me and followed, amazed. Kangaroos, lizards, birds. They came to drink from the river that I created. I loved them. So I taught them how to live in harmony, sharing food, water, and land. But there were rules, sacred rules. One day, two young men broke them. They took water from a forbidden place. My anger thundered across the land. When I punished them, the sky lit with all the colors of my body. The first rainbow I ever seen. So the people learned that day that the world must be cared for, not to be taken from without thought. Even now, when the rain falls and the sunlight meets, you can still see me stretch across the sky. A reminder I am the rainbow serpent, creator, guardian, and the color bringer of the world. Thank you.
Wow, my mind was blown away from that performance. Every hero has a beginning. How Hanuman got his name tells the story of how Hanuman became the brave and mighty figure we admire. Now, please welcome our performer, Kavish Devi. Let's begin.
Hi everyone. Today I am going to tell a story called How Hanuman Got His Name. Hanuman's mother, Anjana, had told him that all right was food. One day, when young Hanuman saw the bright yellow sun, he thought that was not food. He leaped after the sun and put it in his mouth. When into the Hanuman, gobbling the sun, he got anxious. He soon threw the Vajra and entered the flying Hanuman in mistake. Hanuman fell unconscious. Hanuman's father, Vayu, the wind god, became very active and withdrew from the universe. Once the wind was gone, all living creatures suffocated and began losing their lives. Convinced Vayu, Indra lifted his thunderbolt and Hanuman covered. From now on, he became known as Hanuman. Since Hanu itself, this means thank you.
That was a good performance, Kavish. What a fantastic showcase of performances, each showing energy, creativity, and passion. But do not worry, folks, as we still have a couple more performances left, and my friend Shaurya will be taking over.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. For the rest of this wonderful morning, I will be your host. My name is Shaurya. Thank you, Advait, for hosting us along. I'm sure I'll be able to fill in your shoes effectively. So, without delay, let's begin the relay. For the next performance, we have Akshay from Grade 1 Senior Sholingan performing a story of four friends. I'm curious to know what these bunch of friends are up to. So, let's call Akshay with a big round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Akshay. I will tell story Four Friends and a Hunter. They were four friends, a deer, a mouse, a tortoise, and a crow. They were inseparable. One day, deer caught in the hunter's net. Crow saw, immediately searched the mouse. Mouse chewed this way, deer won't flee. Tortoise distracted the hunter. Altogether, they outsmarted their hunter and escaped. Moral: teamwork and unity come with even biggest challenges. Thank you.
That was an interesting tale, wasn't it? Next, we have Yarini from Grade 1 Senior Junior Sholingan, who will present the story Three Billy Goats Gruff about three clever goats who use their intelligence and bravery to defeat a scary troll.
Hi, my name is Jaya. I'm going to perform a story called The Three Billy Goats. Once upon a time, there were three Billy Goat brothers called Gruff. They lived happily on a green, grassy hill, munching away until all the grass was gone. What will we do? Cried the little goat. There are fresh grass across the bridge, said the biggest goat. One by one they crossed the bridge, and never the hungry chose living beneath it. Who's tip tapping on my bridge? I need to work. Roar, the troll. Little Billy got grabbed his pet cleverly. Oh, please don't eat me, I'm tiny and skinny. Wait for my bigger brother. The greedy troll let him pass. When the second goat crossed the bridge, he said the same, and the troll waited. Finally, when the biggest Billy goat crossed the bridge, the troll leapt out roaring. But this time we have chosen wrong. The biggest Billy Goat brother was the strongest, and with a mighty turn, he knocked the troll far away, and the three Billy Goat brothers lived crossed safely and lived happily ever after. Thank you.
That was a great performance. Now we have Adya from Grade 2 Senior KK who will present Shakuntala's monologue, expressing her emotions, love, and patience from the Indian epic. But the stage is all yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Adya and I'm going to perform the monologue of Shakuntala from the play Abhishta Shakuntala. Dear sister Varajyotsna, you, the jasmine of the forest, you climbed this mango tree and found your home. Will you still remember me when I'm going to the big city? And you, little fawn, why do you pull at my dress? Don't be sad, I'm only going to the king, but my heart stays here, lying under the shade of these trees. Father Kanva, look, the very grass seems to droop because I'm leaving. I used to refuse to drink water until I watered all these plants first. I refused to pluck a single leaf, even though I loved ornaments, because I didn't want to hurt the trees. Now I must step out of this green world. Oh, will the birds sing as sweetly? Will the wind smell of sandalwood? Oh, forest of my childhood, give me your blessing and let me give me a blessing. Let my journey be safe and let me never forget the kindness of the earth. Thank you.
Now, after that wonderful display of emotions, we have Ciara performing a monologue called The Snow Queen's Reflections. I wonder how the reflections look like.
Hello everyone, my name is Yana and today I'm going to perform a monologue called The Snow Queen's Reflection. People think my heart is ice. They whisper that I freeze students for sport, that I steal boys to keep my palace echoing with their footsteps. They forget this. Snowflakes are not cruel. They are simply cool. When Kai arrived, the shard of cursed mirrors, glittering in his eye, he looked at me without fear. The world is ugly, he said. Only reason the broken mirror did. I merely gave him a place to rest, a place where nothing could hurt him because nothing could touch him. Humans call that coolness. I call it protection. Then came Gerda, walking barefoot through storms, crying his name into winds, sharp enough to cut skin. Love like that, I'd forgotten it even existed. When she found him, her tears melted, the mirror shards, the warmth shattered, the logic he clung to, and I stepped aside. Not defeated, not cruel, simply understanding that some hearts do not belong to winter. I returned to my palace, snow swirling in patterns. Only I can read. I am the Snow Queen. Cold, yes, but not heartless. Thank you.
That was a great performance. Next, we have Sangeet from Grade 2 Senior KK Nagar, who will perform Eklavia's monologue, showing dedication, discipline, and sacrifice. Over to you.
Hi everyone, I am Sangeet and today I will be performing Ekalavya's monologue taken from the Mahabharata. They laughed at me today, the princes in their silk robes and golden crowns. They looked at my dusty feet and rough bow and told me I was not worthy to be a student. Only a Kshatriya can learn secret of the arrow, they said. But the forest doesn't ask my name before it gives me food. The wind doesn't check my caste before it carries my arrow. You are silent, great Drona. Your stone eyes do not blink. Your clay lips do not speak. But I hear you. I hear you in the rustle of the leaves. I hear you in the heartbeat of a tiger. To the world, you're the teacher of princes. But to me, you're the spirit of the bow itself. Every day I go to you. Every day I ask for your blessings and then I practice. I practice until my fingers bleed. I practice until the moon rises and the wolves howl. I have learned to shoot by sound alone. I have learned to hit a target hidden behind 7 trees. I am the greatest archer in this forest, and yet no one knows my name. One day, the world will have to look to me. One day, the great Arjuna himself will see an arrow in the sky and wonder, who is this master? I do not need a palace. I do not need a certificate. I have my devotion and I have you. For a true student doesn't need a teacher to say yes. He only needs a fire inside to never say no. Watch me, Gurudeva. Watch me, the son of the forest. Reach for the stars. Thank you.
That, that performance had a lot of wonder and beauty to it. Next up is Levinica from grade 2 senior KK Nagar, who will present Alice and Adventures in Wonderland, taking us to a magical world full of fun and surprises. Over to you.
Hello everyone, I am Levinika from grade 2 senior KK Nagar and today I am going to be presenting Alice's Adventure in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. I am the confused princess who wakes up in the morning. So let me start with it. This is getting more and more curious. Yesterday I knew exactly who I was when I woke up in the morning. But today I feel as though I've changed several times before breakfast. Am I the same girl I was yesterday? I almost think I must have been someone else. If I were the same as yesterday, I would remember everything clearly, wouldn't I? But my thoughts feel muddled. Things won't. I'm still wondering. If I were the same as yesterday, then the real question is this: who am I now? Perhaps growing and shrinking isn't the strangest thing at all. Perhaps the strangest thing is learning who you are when everything around you keeps changing. I suppose the best thing to do is to keep going, to keep asking questions, and to keep believing that senses can be found even in nonsense. After all, adventures don't begin when everything around you is comfortable. They begin when things around you stops making sense. Thank you.
That was a great That was a great performance. Following the same adventure, we have Kapilan from grade 3 junior Ananagar, presenting the story of the fisherman and the genie. I wonder what kind of adventure this would be. The stage is all yours, Kapilan.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kapilan. I am going to perform a monologue called A Fisherman and a Genie. Every day, I cast my net into the sea and prayed for fish. But luck was never on my side. On most days, I caught nothing but weeds and old shoes. On the fourth day one morning, I pulled up something heavy, a strange brass jar, sealed with ancient markings on it. Ah, I thought, if I could not catch a fish, perhaps I could sell this jar. But curiosity got the better of me. I opened it, and a massive genie burst out, growing taller and taller until he touched the sky. Instead of thanking me, he thundered, "Prepare to die." My knees shook, but I relieved you, I said. He told me that thief was trapped in there for 100 years. At first, he promised reward to whoever freed him. But after so long, he grew angry and vowed to punish the next person. I swallowed hard and said, "Oh, great genie, I don't believe you fit in this small jar." "What? You doubt me?" he roared. "Show me." As a swirl of smoke, he squeezed himself inside the cloth and quick as flash, I sealed the lid. Now it was his turn to beg. I told him, "If you wish for freedom, you must promise kindness instead of anger." He agreed. Then one day they opened a jar again. That's how I, a poor fisherman, survived. Not with strength, but with wit. Sometimes the cleverest net is the might. Thank you.
That was a great performance. Next up is a storyteller with an important lesson to share. Please welcome Sayami from Grade 2 Senior Adaya as she narrates the miser who lost his money. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Sayami Shruti and I'm going to be performing a monologue, The Miser and His Lost Money. My money, my beautiful money, it's gone, vanished, disappeared. A robber? A ninja with very quiet shoes? Maybe it was someone in my own house. Aha! I will interrogate everyone. Even the cat looks suspicious today. Do they not know how much I love that money? I covered it every night before bed. I polish the coins. I even talk to them. They're my shining little friends. Oh, this is terrible. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't even blink without imagining my coins crying, calling to me from somewhere far away. But wait, what if I hit someone else? Myself? Has this happened before? Let me think. The cupboard, the garden, under my pillow, inside my shoe. No, no, no. Oh, what if I put it in the very same place I went yesterday? The one so secret that even I almost forgot it existed. Let me check. Yes, yes, here it is. Aha! I knew it. My money is safe. And the cleverest, smartest, greatest saver in the world. Now I will hide it again. But this time I should write it down. Someone might find the paper. No, I had the paper somewhere else too. Oh dear. I think I need a hiding place for the hiding place. Thank you.
After that brilliance, we have Arivipura from grade 1 senior K. who will perform a monologue titled The Little Red Hen, which teaches us the importance of hard work and helping others. The stage is all yours.
Good morning to one and all. I am P.R. Pearl from grade 1 senior KK. Today I am going to perform the monologue The Little Red Hen. I think I'm just a little red. You might think I'm just a small hen with feathers and a squeaky voice. But let me tell you, I run a farm better than anyone. One bright morning, it was a handful of wheat grains was scratching the ground. Oh, I got. If I plant this wheat, I can make fresh bread. So I wandered over to my friends, the dog, the cat, and the duck. Who will help me plant this wheat? I asked. Not I, barked the dog. Not I, barked the cat. Not I, quacked the duck. Well then, I planted it myself. Day after day, I watered it just to be greedy crows and protected it from the wind. Slowly, the wheat grew tall and golden under the sun. When it was time to harvest, I asked again, who will help me cut the wheat? Nobody, said the dog, rolling on the ground. Not I, said the cat, licking her paws. Not I, said the duck, drifting lazily in the pond. So I cut it myself, tied it, tied it into bundles, carried it to the mill, and ground it into spines of flour. It took forever. My wings hurt, my feet hurt, my beak felt there. But when the flour was ready, I felt proud. Who will help me bake the bread? I asked hopefully. Did they help? No. All three shook their heads. So I kneaded the flour myself, shaped it carefully, and baked it until the whole farm went warm and delicious. Finally, I pulled out a beautiful golden loaf of bread, crusty, soft, perfect. Suddenly the dog appeared. I'll help you eat it. The cat jumped up. I am excellent at tasting bread. The dog flopped in. I save, save some for me. But I held the bread close and said, no, no. Though it tasted wonderful. And, and as for my three friends, they learned that if you want to enjoy the work, you must share the enjoy the work, you must share the work. And that, my friends, so laziness gets you nothing but crumbs. Thank you.
That was a brilliant performance. And that was the end of the performances for this wonderful morning. Can we please have a big round of applause for all of the amazing performances? This is it for today. I hope to see you again this evening for the next performance timings. Bye.